Very much.
And some good news for those enrolled in Delta's frequent flyer program. The airline is updating its SkyMiles program, offering lower one-way awards for 10,000 miles each way. With more on this, travel expert Lee Abbamonte. Lee, welcome back to the show. Very good to see you. And you're telling me Delta's doing something that we'll like? Really?
Well, they're sort of doing something that we might like. They're scaling back from 12,500 to 10,000 miles for select one-way tickets. But it's not just that easy. First of all, you need to book at least 3 weeks in advance, and it's only on short-haul routes. For instance, you can fly from Atlanta to Fort Lauderdale or Phoenix to Los Angeles for approximately 10,000 miles if you can find it. So you have to do some searching. It's not just that easy.
It's not every flight, not everywhere, and not by a long shot. Why are they doing this? Are they getting competition?
Yeah, they're getting some competition from United. So United dropped it down to 10,000 for select routes under 700 miles. So Delta's basically trying to match them. It's going to be kind of interesting to see how it goes because Delta's the one that is really strangling frequent flyers with the redemption cost these days.
Yeah, these programs just aren't what they used to be, that's for sure.
No.
How far in advance now do I have to make this flight, this ticket, this reservation?
It's at least 3 weeks in advance now to get the 10,000 miles if you can find it.
If you can find it. That's the trick right there.
Right.
I want to talk about this story about airline seat maps. So when I buy a seat on an airline, I'm going somewhere, I'm seeing my mom in North Carolina, whatever I'm doing, I'm always looking at those maps, and you're telling me that they're not accurate? What's going on?
Well, they withhold some seats from those maps when you go onto the website to try to pick your seat. I mean, nobody wants the middle seat in the back, right? So you go onto the map and you try to pick the best seat. And as you know nowadays, if you don't have elite status, you have to pay for certain seats. So airlines are withholding some seats from people before they get randomly assigned so they can try to make money from other people who don't have elite status to try to get them to pay top dollar, anywhere from like $15 to like $150 for those particular seats.
Now I get it. So this is all about keeping elite status people in their place. You know, the big complaint I hear all the time, I just heard it recently, is that families aren't being able to sit together. Is this part of that?
This crushes families because, like I said, the middle seats are generally free, but a lot of times aisle, windows, and certainly exit and premium economy seats cost money. So if you're a family of four trying to sit together, you're not going to be able to do it for free. That's for sure, unless there happen to be open seats at the end when they randomly assign it. But even then, that's one of those things where you got to ask somebody to switch seats with you, you know?
Unbelievable. Lee, how do I fight back against this kind of stinky lying about the seats that are available?
Well, the easiest way is to just have elite status, and then you can get the seats you want for free, whether it's premium economy, exit, or aisle or window.
Okay, maybe I'm not a frequent traveler. Maybe I spend all my time at 1211 Avenue of the Americas. What then?
It's not a terrible place to be, but you want to continually check the seat map because they continually release seats as they go unsold because they want to get people seated, and they'll do so all the way up until your flight. So you can get certain seats for free, but not in advance. So you want to check up until your flight and then maybe get to the airport a little bit early and ask for a particular seat. When they're randomly assigned, they'll think of you at the gate. So that's probably the best way to do it.
And it's the computers who are deciding the pricing, right?
Yeah, like everything else in the world, computers make all the decisions these days, right? And it's certainly like that for airlines. They quote the prices, they quote the seats, and they're the ones that randomly assign it to people when it's your turn. So if you can get to the airport earlier and talk to a gate agent, a real human being, and they like you, they'll likely give you the seat if it becomes available for free.
Lee, great advice. Thanks for coming on tonight.
Sure. Anytime, Gerri. Thanks.